Today, we enter the sacred grounds of churches, places meant to be havens of peace and sanctity, but which have witnessed disturbing and unexplainable events. These tales come from those who have experienced the eerie and supernatural within the walls of holy buildings. From ghostly apparitions to mysterious sounds, these church horror stories will leave you questioning what lurks in the shadows. So sit back, turn off the lights, and prepare yourself for 3 disturbing true church horror stories. As always, don't forget to hit the like button, share this video with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more bone-chilling content. Now, let's dive into the first story. Story 1. The Ghostly Organist. In a quaint village in England, the local church was known for its beautiful architecture and its centuries-old pipe organ. The organ had been played by many talented musicians over the years, but none were as dedicated as Mr. William, the church's organist for over 50 years. He played every Sunday until the day he died at the organ, a heart attack ending his life in the middle of a hymn. After his death, strange occurrences began to happen. Parishioners would hear the organ playing late at night, even though the church was locked and empty. The melodies were haunting and sorrowful, unlike the joyous hymns Mr. William had played in life. Some claimed to see a shadowy figure sitting at the organ, lost in music. Father Thomas, the church's priest, decided to investigate one evening. He stayed late, hiding in the pews, and waited. Just past midnight, the faint sound of the organ began to fill the air. Father Thomas watched in awe and fear as the ghostly figure of Mr. William appeared, his fingers moving gracefully over the keys. The music was both beautiful and chilling, filled with an emotion that transcended the living world. Determined to help Mr. William find peace, Father Thomas arranged for a special mass in his honor. The congregation gathered, praying for the soul of their beloved organist. During the mass, the organ played one final, ethereal melody. It was a farewell, filled with gratitude and longing. After that night, the organ fell silent, and Mr. William's spirit was never seen again. The church became known for its haunted history, and visitors often asked to see the organ that had once been played by a ghost. The story of Mr. William served as a reminder of the power of music and the deep connections that can linger even after death. In the weeks following the Mass, the church experienced a renewed sense of peace. Parishioners who had once felt a chill in the air now found comfort in the sanctuary. Father Thomas felt a profound sense of accomplishment, believing that he had helped a restless spirit find solace. However, some still reported seeing fleeting glimpses of Mr. William in the church, especially near the organ, as if he was ensuring the music continued in spirit. The local community embraced the story of Mr. William, and the church saw an increase in visitors, many of whom came to pay their respects and to hear the tales of the ghostly organist. The church even held special evening services, where the congregation would sing hymns, hoping to honor Mr. William's memory. Over time, the legend of the ghostly organist became an integral part of the village's heritage, a testament to the enduring power of music and love that transcends even death. Story 2. The Haunted Confessional. In a historic cathedral in Spain, the confessional booth was a place where many sought solace and forgiveness. But for Father Diego, it became a source of nightmares. Late one evening, as he was preparing to leave, he heard faint whispers coming from the confessional. Thinking it was a parishioner in need, he approached the booth, but it was empty. The whispers continued every night, growing louder and more desperate. Father Diego decided to stay late and confront whatever was causing the disturbance. As he sat in the darkened church, the whispers began again, this time clearer and more urgent. "Help me," they pleaded. Summoning his courage, Father Diego entered the confessional. The air inside was cold, and he felt a presence beside him. Suddenly, the booth door slammed shut, trapping him inside. The whispers turned into anguished cries, and Father Diego prayed for strength. The door finally opened, and he stumbled out, shaken but unharmed. Father Diego researched the church's history and discovered that during the Spanish Inquisition, a man had been falsely accused of heresy and executed. His final confession had been in that very booth, and his spirit was still seeking justice. Determined to help, Father Diego performed a special ceremony, praying for the soul's release and forgiveness. The whispers ceased, and the confessional booth returned to its peaceful state. Father Diego shared the story with his congregation, reminding them of the importance of compassion and forgiveness. The cathedral became a place of pilgrimage for those seeking to understand the mysteries of the afterlife. Despite the haunting ending, Father Diego felt a sense of peace, knowing he had helped a tormented soul find rest. The story of the haunted confessional spread, drawing visitors from far and wide. They came to see the booth where the desperate whispers had echoed and to feel the sense of redemption that now filled the cathedral. The tales serve as a powerful reminder of the enduring impact of faith and the importance of forgiveness. In the months that followed, the cathedral saw an influx of visitors and pilgrims, all eager to see the now famous confessional booth. Some claimed to feel a sense of warmth and peace when they stood near it, while others left small tokens and prayers, hoping for their own forgiveness and redemption. Father Diego continued his work with a renewed sense of purpose, often reflecting on the night he had faced the whispers of the past. He took solace in knowing that his actions had helped to heal a wound that had festered for centuries. The cathedral, once a place of whispered fears, became a symbol of hope and the enduring power of forgiveness. Story 3. The Cursed Relic. In an old church in Italy, a relic said to have healing powers was kept in a special shrine. The relic, a bone fragment of a saint, had been revered for centuries. But with its power came a dark curse. Those who coveted the relic for selfish reasons were said to be doomed to a terrible fate. Father Marco, the church's caretaker, had always been skeptical of the curse. One night, a wealthy man named Giovanni offered a large donation to the church in exchange for the relic. Father Marco refused, explaining the sacredness of the artifact. Enraged, Giovanni vowed to take the relic by force. A few nights later, the church was broken into, and the relic was stolen. Father Marco discovered the theft the next morning and immediately felt a sense of dread. That evening, Giovanni was found dead in his home, his face twisted in terror. The relic had returned to its shrine, but with it came an overwhelming sense of darkness. Father Marco realized the curse was real and that the relic's power was not to be taken lightly. He decided to perform a cleansing ritual to protect the church and its congregation. As he prayed, the candles flickered and a cold wind swept through the sanctuary. He saw shadowy figures moving in the corners of his vision, but he continued, his faith unwavering. After the ritual, the church felt lighter and the sense of darkness lifted. Father Marco warned the congregation about the dangers of greed and the importance of respecting the sacred. The story of the cursed relic became a lesson in humility and reverence. Despite the fear that had gripped the church, Father Marco's faith had prevailed. The relic remained a symbol of divine power, but its stories serve as a cautionary tale about the consequences of coveting what is sacred. Visitors to the church would often pause before the shrine, contemplating the relic and the curse that had claimed a life. The church continued to be a place of worship and healing, but the memory of the cursed relic lingered. It became a testament to the mysteries of faith and the power of the divine, reminding all who entered of the importance of humility and respect for the sacred. If you enjoyed these eerie tales, please give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe to Legendary Stories for more unsettling content. Your support helps us continue to bring you the best in horror storytelling. Thank you for watching, and remember, sometimes the scariest stories are the ones that are true. Stay safe and sleep well, if you can.